So children, in the last lecture we studied about rubber. Now this lecture we'll be studying about polythene. Polythene is the simplest and the most commonly used hydrocarbon. It is thermoplastic and has got following structures. CH2, CH2 whole N. So N molecules of ethylene, they add up to form polythene. The IUPAC name of polyethylene is polythene. Now polythene is of two kinds, namely low density polythene LDP and high density polythene HDP. So low density polythene is formed from ethylene of course, but then here ethylene N molecules of ethylene are reacted in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of peroxide at 352 N molecules of ethylene in the presence of traces of oxygen, peroxide at 350 to 370 Kelvin and at pressure 1000 to 2000 atmospheres, it forms polythene. Okay, so the pressure used here is 1000 to 2000 atmosphere and the temperature used is 350 to 370 Kelvin. The low density polythene is formed. So low density polythene is formed by polymerization of ethylene under high pressure and temperature of 350 to 370 kelvins in presence of traces of oxygen and peroxide, which is an initiator. So students, in this you can see the mechanism of the formation of low density polythene. Here the hydrogen is extracted and methyl group is formed and they generate another free radical, and these free radicals they add upon the other molecule of ethene and a branch is created. So this is how the low density polythene is formed. Mechanism of this reaction involves free radical addition and hydrogen atom abstraction. Therefore, two processes are going on simultaneously. One is free radical addition and another is hydrogen atom abstraction. The latter results in the formation of branching. As a result, the chains are loosely held and the polymer has got low density. Okay, in the hydrogen abstraction, what happens? Process involved in the formation of LDP. The terminal carbon atoms radical abstracts hydrogen atom from an internal carbon atom in the form of internal carbon radical. So termination steps in this polymerization give rise to branch of these internal carbon. So basically by the hydrogen abstraction, branching is formed. So here you can see hydrogen is abstracted and the branching is formed, and here intramolecular hydrogen atom is abstracted and the hydrogen atom is extracted. This hydrogen is abstracted, it goes here, methyl radical is formed here, and in this when our methyl free radical adds up here and the termination happens and the branching results. No need to remember this our mechanism, only it is for information and understanding. Now LDP films are extremely flexible but tough, chemically inert and moisture resistant. It is poor conductor of electricity and it has got melting point 110 degrees Celsius. Uses of LDP. LDP is mainly used for preparation of pipes for agriculture, irrigation, domestic water line, as well as insulation of electric cables. It is also used in submarine cable insulation. It is used in producing extruded films, sheets, mainly for packaging and households, like in squeeze, bottle, and containers, etc. So here LDP, you see what was the LDP characteristics of LDP is a synthetic polymer. It is branched polymer. It is formed by addition polymerization. It is a thermoplastic and it is made up of single type of monomer. So it is a homo polymer and it is non-biodegradable. So these are the characteristics or the class C category to which LDP belongs. Low density polythene belongs. Now high density polymer, the reaction is N molecules of ethylene, they react to form the polythene, that is HDP. In HDP polythene, the temperature used is 333 Kelvin to 343 Kelvin and the pressure is 6 to 7 atmosphere. In LDP, the pressure was 1000 atmosphere, while here the pressure is 6 to 7 atmosphere. So why such less pressure is used? Because you are using here the Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So Ziegler-Natta scientists, they prepared a Ziegler-Natta catalyst in presence of which the pressure required becomes less and the harder polythene is formed. So what is Ziegler-Natta catalyst? Titanium tetrachloride and triethyl aluminum together is known as Ziegler-Natta catalyst. This is a very favorite question of the board and of the competitive exam, that what is Ziegler-Natta catalyst? So Ziegler-Natta together, they form the alternative way of preparation of ethylene, because in preparation of ethylene lot of pressure was required. So they reduced the pressure to 6 to 7 atmosphere when they used the catalyst, the Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So when the reaction was done in the presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst, less temperature was required to prepare the polythene. Now it is essentially a linear polymer with high density due to close packing, and HDP is obtained by polymerization of ethene in presence of Ziegler-Natta catalyst, which is a combination of triethyl aluminum and titanium tetrachloride at a temperature of 333 to 343 Kelvin and a pressure of 6 to 7 atmospheres. Now properties of HDP. HDP is crystalline melting point is 144 to 150 degrees centigrade. It is much stiffer than LDP and it has got a high tensile strength, very much hard. It is more resistant to chemicals than LDP and it is a translucent polymer, while LDP was a transparent polymer. Uses of HDP. HDP is used in manufacture of the toys, other household materials like buckets, dustbins, bottles, pipes, etc. It is used to prepare the laboratory wares and other objects, and high tensile strength and stiffness is required. Then the categorization of HDP based on source. It is a synthetic polymer. Based on structure, it is a linear polymer. Based on mode of polymerization, it is a addition polymerization. Is used in formation based on intermolecular forces. It is a thermoplastic. Based on type of monomer, it is a homopolymer. Based on type of biodegradability, it is a non-biodegradable polymer. So chemically, Teflon is okay. Now next one is Teflon. Chemically, Teflon is called polytetrafluoroethylene. The monomer used is tetrafluoroethylene, which is a gas at room temperature, and tetrafluoroethylene is polymerized by using free radical initiators such as peroxide, ammonium persulfate under pressure. So here you see tetrafluoroethylene polymerizes in the presence of peroxide to form polytetrafluoroethylene, that is Teflon. So Teflon is tough, chemically inert, resistant to heat and attacked by the corrosive reagent. CF bond is very difficult to break and it remains unaffected by the corrosive alkali and organic solvents. What is the uses of Teflon? So Teflon is used in making the non-stick cookware, oil seals, gaskets. So you people must be using non-stick cookware in your house. The black coating, that is Teflon. Now, the categorization of Teflon is a synthetic polymer. It is a linear polymer. It is formed by additional polymerization and it is thermoplastic. It is homopolymer and also it is non-biodegradable. Polyacrylonitrile. Now, polyacrylonitrile is prepared by the addition polymerization again. It is used by using peroxide initiator. The commercial name for PAN is Orlon or acrylene. See the reaction here. The acrylonitrile polymerizes in the presence of peroxide to form polyacrylonitrile. So CH2 double bond CHCN. This here CN goes down and N molecules of this double bond breaks, homolytic fission takes place, one electron goes to each carbon and a long chain of polyacrylonitrile is formed. Properties of polyacrylonitrile: it has a low density, thermal stability, high strength and modulus of elasticity. Uses: it is used in making artificial wool, blankets, sweaters, bathing suits, making synthetic carpets, used in making RO membrane. Now categorization of polyacrylonitrile. Based on source, it is synthetic polymer, linear polymer formed by addition polymerization. It is also thermoplastic and homopolymer made up of a single monomer, acrylonitrile, and it is also non-biodegradable. Polyamide polymers. Now polyamide polymers are also known as nylons. So because of this polyamide linkage in them, they are called nylons. And nylon is a generic name which is of the synthetic linear polyamides which are obtained by the condensation of carboxylic acid and diamides. So this carboxylic acid and diamides, they condense an amino acid or it is obtained by the self condensation of amino acid or by the polymerization of the lactams. So polyamides basically contain this CONH linkage between the units. So two important types of polyamide polymers are nylon 6 and nylon 6,6. Nylon 6, when epsilon caprolactam is heated with water at high temperature, it undergoes ring opening polymerization and gives the polyamide called nylon 6. So the monomer caprolactam is made up of 6 carbon atoms. 1 alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon. So this CONH group is attached to epsilon carbon, so that is why you call it as epsilon caprolactam. So this, when heated to 533 to 543 Kelvin, it undergoes ring opening polymerization and N molecules add up and they form nylon 6. So it is also obtained by heating E-caprolactam at high temperature in the presence of nitrogen atmosphere. Name nylon 6 is used because on the basis of the 6 carbon atom present in the monomer unit. It is also known as Perlon L. And properties: nylons are crystalline polymers. They take up bright colors. They do not dissolve in hydrocarbon solvent. They show resistance to dilute acids and dilute bases. They have good tensile strength. Uses of nylon 6: it is used in making tire rods, fabrics, fish nets, brushes and ropes. Now nylon 6 categorization: based on source it is synthetic polymer, based on structure it is linear polymer, based on mode of polymerization it is a ring opening polymerization, it is formed by ring opening polymerization, based on intermolecular forces they are fibers, based on types of monomers they contain single monomer, so it is a homopolymer, and based on biodegradability this is also non-biodegradable. Then nylon 6,6. The monomer adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine on mixing forms the nylon salt, which upon condensation polymerization under conditions of high pressure and temperature forms polyamide fiber nylon 6. So let's see the reaction here. This is adipic acid. Adipic acid is made up of 6 carbons, 4 carbon of methylene group and 2 COH group. So adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. So hexamethylene and 2 amine groups are there. So these two together combine to form the nylon salt, and which on heating at 553 Kelvin high pressure water molecule is given out and nylon 6 is formed. So water molecule is given out, OH is given out from the adipic acid, H is given out from the amine group, and CONH amide linkage is created. So when N molecules, they condense and they together form N molecules of nylon 6,6. Nylon 6's number of this polymer stands for the number of carbon atoms in the two functional groups present in the different two monomers, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamide. Nylon 6's is higher molecular mass polymer. Its molecular mass is around 12,000 to 50,000 U, and it is a linear condensation polymer. So it possesses high tensile strength. It does not soak in water. Uses. It is used for making sheets, bristles, brushes, surgical sutures and textile fabric. So nylon 6,6 has got following characteristics. Based on source, it is known as a synthetic polymer. Based on structure, it is called linear polymer. Based on mode of polymerization, it is called condensation polymerization. It is formed by condensation polymerization. Based on intermolecular forces, it is fibrous. Based on a type of monomers, it is heteropolymer. And based on biodegradability, it is a non-biodegradable polymer. Okay, thank you.